Welcome to the Potential Difference video series, the Potential Difference ReGenX Generator video series. The name of this video is Mechanical Representation of Love, aka ReGenX Generator. So what we're going to demonstrate in this video is how would an electric generator operate if it was operating according to the principles of love. And most people have a misguided concept of love. The Pope said that God is love. Jesus' mission 2020 years ago was to introduce humanity to the idea, the concept of love. And it didn't go too well for him. Most people's idea of love, or at least romantic love, is essentially, I give you this, you give me that. That's not love. That's a business deal. So love is unconditional. Okay, what does that mean? Love is a non-condition. Love is a non-reaction. Often, as human beings, we have a knee-jerk reaction to a situation, emphasis on the jerk part, and we react. Electric generators react to situations as well. So there's a difference between a knee-jerk reaction versus the creation of a response. The creation of a wanted response versus the knee-jerk reaction and the creation of an unwanted response. And often the difference between a knee-jerk reaction and the creation of a response, and the creation of a wanted response, is the insertion of a time interval between the situation and the response. The difference between reaction and creation, reaction and creation actually are the same word. The only difference is that the C is placed in a different spot. And our ability to create versus our inability to create, which is a reaction, is our ability to see the situation correctly. Gandhi said that an eye for an eye will make the entire world blind. Except for the last person, who will basically be able to see. Now the question is, can that one person left help the rest of the world that is blind? Is that last person able to help the world see? So the object of the ReGenX technology and the object of this video is to help the world see. So the question is, what would a machine look like if it was able to operate according to the principles of love? Well, it would not operate conditionally. It wouldn't resist the prime mover. In fact, it might even assist the prime mover. So Jesus said that my Father and I are one. And what he meant by that was that the inspirations that Jesus received, he carried out without judging them or fearing them or contradicting them. So we can imagine in this generator system, which includes a prime mover and a generator and a load and an energy input, we can imagine that the prime mover is our soul, our source, God, our inner being, the universe, etc., whatever you feel comfortable with. And we might consider the generator as the human, converting impulses to activity. The machinery of our world is a force-based system where our motors, our machines create resistance, and we use force to overcome that resistance. It's a waste-based system, and it needs to change. It's not taking us where we want to go. In fact, it's taking us in the wrong direction. So how do we turn it around? Well, we create a machine that operates according to a love-based system. So what we're going to be showing in this demonstration is we're going to demonstrate a conventional generator system. A conventional generator system which produces a reaction, and it employs a force-based system in order to overcome that reaction. The efficiency of the system is less than 100%. The energy in, energy out requirement exists. The conditional, if you want energy out, you have to put energy in. It's a pollution and waste-based system. It's an energy input cost-based system, and it's an energy cost out-based system. It's based on conservation. Essentially, energy cannot be created or destroyed. That nonsense. And the flip side is the ReGenX Generator system. The ReGenX Generator system is a creation-based system. It's a no-force-based system. It's an infinite efficiency-based system. It's a zero energy in, energy out requirement-based system. No energy is required in the ReGenX generator system when it is producing an energy output. It is a zero pollution and zero waste-based system. Zero pollution is produced during the generation of electricity when the ReGenX generator is being used. The ReGenX generator system is also a zero cost-based system, meaning that zero energy cost is required during the generation of electricity. The ReGenX generator system is an energy creation based system. In order for the ReGenX generator to perform as it does, it must use a form of energy that is created. The form of energy that's created is electromagnetic field energy, which produces a complementary electromagnetic torque whereby the system is accelerated when placed on load. So what we're going to show is the conventional generator system, and when the conventional generator system is placed on load, we will require additional input power to be supplied to the prime mover in order to deliver the power to the load. Whereas in the ReGenX generator system, we will not require any additional mechanical input power to be supplied to the generator when we are generating electricity. This is basically, in my view, the closest representation, mechanical representation of what love would be if it could exist. So let's fire up the system and see what we get. So our first order of business is to bring the system up to rotational equilibrium. At rotational equilibrium, the net torque in the drive shaft, the power in the drive shaft are both zero. Because the power in the drive shaft is, the mechanical power in the drive shaft is zero, whatever power we want to deliver from our generator to our load needs to be paid for into the generator. Whatever we take from our generator needs to be supplied to the generator as mechanical power. This is the reaction force-based system that currently exists with regards to electricity generation. Energy in, energy out, pollution out, and financial input cost in the generation of electricity. ReGenX generator system, on the other hand, does not require any additional mechanical power to be supplied to the generator by the drive shaft when the ReGenX generator is placed on load and when it's delivering power to the load. The ReGenX generator system is a no force based system. Currently the generator and the prime mover are producing torques that are in the same direction. The efficiency of the system is infinite, meaning that no additional mechanical power is required when the generator is generating electricity. No pollution is produced during the generation of electricity. No huge amount of waste is produced. When the generator is placed on load and delivering output power, no additional input power is required, and the ability for the ReGenX generator to perform its task is due to the fact that induced electromagnetic field energy in the ReGenX generator is being used to perform positive work, as opposed to the induced electromagnetic field in the conventional generator, which is performing negative work. So if this was a coal-fired power plant, a certain amount of energy would be required to bring to boil the steam, to bring the turbines up to no load speed. When the generators are connected to the grid, additional coal needs to be supplied in order to keep the generators running. As opposed to the ReGenX generator system, where no additional coal is required in order to keep the generators generating power for our homes and businesses. There is a new energy paradigm on its way to humanity, and it's called the ReGenX generator. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Cheers.